Hey, welcome to my channel. Hope you'll subscribe, hit the bell so you know every time I put something out. Make comments. That helps me probably the most. Do all you can to help me get this out to as many people. So I just teach the Bible. You know, America is a democratic republic, meaning that we run things by a constitution. The authority is the document called the Constitution. Democratic means we elect people to represent the people to carry out the functions of the government in the Constitution. That's how we run things. The function of our government should agree with the Constitution. The Christian faith has kind of a similar operation. 2 Corinthians 4, verse 13. And this is a hard little verse to translate. So the New Revised Standard Version does the best of any version that I found, and it says this: but just as we have the same spirit of faith that is in accordance with Scripture, I believe and so I spoke. We also believe and so we speak. Notice that faith is in accord with Scripture, and that means that faith agrees with Scripture. The apostle makes it clear that he believed and spoke. And so what is his point? He believed and spoke. His point is that his faith operates in agreement with Scripture. Scripture is the document of authority, kind of like our Constitution is supposed to be. We have a spirit of faith that always functions in agreement with Scripture. We believe or we trust in agreement with the spirit of faith we find in Scripture. This is very important stuff. The apostle spoke in a spirit of faith that agreed with and was in accordance with the Scripture. Bottom line, here's a bottom line for this. It can be a little bit confusing. The truth of the faith will always emerge from and be in agreement with Scripture, always. The way to see it is this: truth begins with Scripture. Truth about the faith begins with the truth of Scripture. It's easy to think or feel something and find Scripture that agrees with what you think or feel. We call that proof texting. You know what it is? It's backward. It is backwards, 180 degrees out of phase. Begin with Scripture. Speak where Scripture speaks, and then be silent where Scripture's silent. The truth begins with the Scripture. It's the document that tells us the truth. Then your faith will always agree with Scripture. That's how it's supposed to be. Faith agrees with Scripture. Bless you. I will talk to you soon.